that you go ahead and check out the Beeline Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for. Everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the Beeline Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go! All right, guys. I don't know what's going on tonight. You know, one of them, it's just staying like this for a while. I don't know. I don't know what I gotta do. But if it's not StreamYard, it's the equipment. It's just lately it's been hitting, bruh. It's been hitting, man. I'm trying to get this stuff. I know y'all probably hear me crazy right now. But at the end of the day, we got to keep going because that's what we do, man. Because this is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays we on the line. That's right. It's the Beeline Web Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go on and head on over to YouTube and like, share, subscribe, do all that crazy stuff. I got to really get this under control. I mean, another thing that's been going on is I've been doing a lot. Check this out, guys. I'm definitely using this episode tonight to vent. Free talk episode. I need it. Hopefully you guys are hearing me. I know you guys are probably hearing me on the mic. It sounds a little far away, but you can still hear me. I'm trying to get this stuff situated. I'm on my older computer right now because my other computer was tripping. But yo, listen, I'm still here. But this is the Beeline Web Show, and it's the show we host on Tuesday nights. A lot of good news to talk about tonight. A lot of good things happen. We're gonna keep it make it a very short show, just to come on here and make sure that I'm visible every single week, man. I was actually planning on taking a little bit of a vacation. Of course, I'm having I'm definitely having a new baby soon next month, man. We got a lot of stuff all wrapping up next month. I started a new job, which I'm very, very thankful for, and got a new baby coming on the way and everything. And it's just like, there's a lot of good stuff going on right now, and I'm very thankful, very thankful. So I was gonna take a break, man. I was gonna take a little break. I started a new job and do all this other stuff. But you know what? I ain't taking no breaks, bro. No breaks, yo. It's really this is the story too. This is how I came up with it. And hopefully this will speak to somebody if they watch or if they listen. And I'm over here trying to share some stuff too while I'm on, since we're on live right now. But listen, yo, I was taking a break because you know how it is. When you got a stuff going on, you're trying to make sure that you're paying attention, you stay focused on one thing at a time, taking time, making sure you're doing things right. And that's what I was doing, bro. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. So I was like, yo, let me take a break. Let me not focus on the Beeline for a minute, blah, 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 blah. And then you say it out loud and you start to put it into effect and you're like, wait a minute, not focus on the Beeline for a minute. But this is all I want. This is all I want. And then you started having them conversations with yourself, like, yo, if I don't focus on the Beeline, what am I going to focus on? Is everything else more important than this journey that I've been on for 5 years? Is everything else, is there a reason why I have to go and sit down and do other stuff? Why I can't talk wrestling on Wednesdays? Why I can't talk this right here? Even when equipment's fucking up, I'm just like, yo, listen, I'm getting behind the mic and I'm talking about it because it's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest things you're seeing now on TikTok and all these social media platforms with these content creators, you got guys on Twitch that's literally just getting up every day, and some of them doing goofy shit, but other people are literally just getting on, hey chat, I got this going on, chat. What you think about these sneakers I'm about to buy, chat? Oh, this shit's fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're just living life. The motherfuckers just watching them, bro. And it's like, I keep saying the story of like, oh, I need to take a break. I need to take a break. I'll come back next month. There's a season finale and shit. Like it's ABC or something like this. Fucking TGIF. But realistically, what I need to do is get my ass up, and on a Tuesday and on a Wednesday and on a Thursday, I need to get behind this mic and do a show. And then besides that, I need to get on the computer and do some editing services and make some logos and brands for you guys and continue to grow and continue to make TikToks and continue to make Instagram and just everything that I'm doing to push my mission forward. The time for stop and go in my book, and I'm realizing it. I'm realizing I had a conversation with my wife the other day about, oh man, it's like I said, taking a break and doing all this other stuff or whatever. The time for stop and go is over, yo. It's consistently go. It's go. The light is green everywhere. And we're a race car and we traveling 100 miles an hour. The time for stop is done. It's now time for go. It's time for go. I don't care about the season finales anymore. I don't care about I got to take a break. I don't even care about, you have to take time for yourself. I don't care. I'm tired of the excuses. I just want to go. I just want to go. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm not taking a break anymore, yo. When I have an episode that I'm not doing, it'll be an episode that I'm not doing for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really hate to do those, but things do come up. But I think one of the biggest flaws that I've had, if I had to diagnose my 5 years, and like I said, I'm not saying that people don't need time, people don't need breaks or whatever. But what I am saying is that I'm not trying to use those excuses no more, yo. I'm not trying to. Some of the things, me and my wife, we watched this movie on Netflix. It was called Triple Frontier. And it was actually a really, really interesting movie. Pretty decent. Had Pedro Francisco, whatever his name is, the guy who's playing in the Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic. He was in the Last of Us show. It had Ben Affleck was in it. There was a couple people in it. It was a pretty good movie. And it was about these retired veterans and blah blah blah. They like retired from the army, and then they went and got like regular jobs, and they weren't really cutting it. And they kind of were just like, hey, listen, we're all, just working regular shifts and bullshit now. We used to put our lives on the line for the country. So they come up with this scheme where they're gonna go and they try to they're gonna rob like this really, really, high powered Mexican, drug lord and stuff like that or whatever. So it's a really good movie. It's on Netflix. And they were like, yo, this he's got all the money in the house. We've been scoping him out. We know what it is, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna go get him. And they do, and things go, of course, it doesn't go all the way correct. They get so much money that it weighs their plane down and all this other stuff, whatever. And not to spoil the movie, it's still good if you watch it, but it's like, it kind of turns out like at the end, like they went through a lot to try to get everything that they were doing. And it seemed like it would be an easy score, like it would be an easy win. Like, yo, we gotta do this. We're trained, we do this, do that. But the hard work and the loss and everything else that they had to go through affected their outcome. It affected their outcome. It seemed like it was an easy win. Maybe some things will go wrong, but if anything is worth it, you have to go through the pain. You have to go through the struggle, and you may wind up with nothing at the end. And I think I'm starting to understand that more. You're not supposed to do it because you're expecting something. You're supposed to do it because there's nothing. This shit is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, yo, and I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you right now. I know I'm even talking to this mic right now, and I know this mic isn't even working because for some reason StreamYard is not letting me change my mic. Fucking craziest shit ever. It doesn't even make sense, right? But you can't do everything. You feel like you're gonna cross a finish line at the end. You can't. At the end of the day, It's way better to do shit knowing that you're doing it. And I think that's where I'm starting to understand my concept of time. I've been on this positive, like, mission lately where I'm just waking up and I'm really trying to address the positives in my life, the positives that I'm experiencing instead of like complaining about everything. And that's the one thing I'm learning, bro. It's like, yo, every day is a day. Every day is a day. And you wake up and you experience the day, and whatever happens in that day, you build for future, you build for self, you build so you can grow, whatever. But at the same time, it's like that's just that day. That's that day, bro. Yeah, you want to do this, you want to do that. Okay, then you better do it that day. Because if you miss that day, it didn't get done. Yeah, you can make it up, but at the end of the day, it didn't get done. So a year from now, on that day that you didn't do it, and then the other days that you missed, you're expecting something to happen. You're expecting something to be there because you usually expect everything to happen. I'm working out. I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just by I'm working out May 15th of this year, and then May 15th the next year, I'm gonna be 70 pounds lighter, all this shit. But realistically, you didn't factor in everything. You didn't factor in all the days that you fucked up, the days that you cheat, you broke your ankle, you fucking laid in the bed for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? You lost your job, stressed out, blah, blah, blah. Your wife cheated on you and all this other shit. So now it's like you're all the way back to this next year, and you're like, damn, I didn't do anything. What happened? I thought I was on. You know why? Because no, nothing's guaranteed, bro. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to you. And I'm starting to learn that more, man. So when I'm doing all this stuff, like I'm taking a break, I'll come back, it'll always be here. No, it won't. You got to start understanding that at some point, it's time to put your foot on that gas pedal and just go. It's time to go while you're here. It's time to go while you got it, because you may not have it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking day for the last month, couple months, I think it was like month and a half at this point. Like, my equipment has been fucking up on me. And it's the same shit I always have. Like it's like nothing's really even different. Like, my computer's just doing weird shit. Microphone, StreamYard, like shit is just fucking up. And I'm wondering why. And I'm starting to realize these are my challenges. Right when I'm starting to take time and I'm like, oh man, I got a baby coming, I got this coming, I gotta get a job, I gotta do this, we got such it's mad shit going on, right? Everything is testing me, everything is pushing me, everything is trying to get me to try to realize something different. If I give in and I don't do a show because my microphone's not working, okay, what's gonna happen the next time something's not working? That's a show I didn't do. If I give in and I take a break, oh, I'm taking 2 months off. What if in that break, the one person who was gonna watch my show and take my shit to another stratosphere, they couldn't watch it because I wasn't there? That one person, I missed it. I missed it. Oh, you can't think like that. Yes, you can think like that. You should think like that, because you have to start understanding that nothing's promised unless you're constantly there. That's what consistency is, bro. Unless you're constantly there, yo, you might as well not be there. Unless you're constantly there, you might as well not be there. So no more breaks. I'm not taking breaks no more. Y'all better fucking get used to me, bro. Only time you ain't gonna see me is, like I said, hey, every single week I'm gonna call for a show. If something happens, I'll let you guys know if I ain't gonna be here. We just, revamped the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com. We got our website back up and running. We updated it. We got everything up to date to where you can watch all of the shows on the website, which is awesome, man. It's really awesome. I love that. It streams right from YouTube. But the main goal is going to be eventually we're going to have everything just on the website. Like pretty much everything is there now. I mean, you can go there, you can see the services we offer, different designs, different things. We're working on an event planning business right now that's going to be incorporated with the Beeline. Everything about what we do is entertainment based, man. The shows that I host every single week, these are shows that we have. This is basically like the network. It's the channel. Like, you involve, you invest if you enjoy what we talk about, from the wrestling on Wednesdays, from the entertainment on Thursdays, and this free talk right here. This kind of just, what I'm saying, people can jump in the chat, you can relate to what I'm talking about. We'll talk with guests. We have different people on to talk about different topics. You know what I mean? Especially right now, man, venting is so important because there's so much shit going on with, people with their families, and people are like, these inhumane situations that are happening with Los Angeles, and it really sucks to see such division. Like, it really sucks to keep seeing all this negative bullshit, bro. Then you think about it, you're like, oh man, I'm watching this in real time. But once again, you go back and you watch a couple of older things, you realize it's a pattern. Like it continuously happens. It's the same shit. It's all a program. Like it just seems like everything that keeps happening is all being done for a specific reason. It's trying to make division, it's trying to keep people separated. And the best way to do that is to get people riled up about their differences, yo. I saw a stupid ass video today, and I'm watching a video, and this is gonna sound really bad, yo, but I'm gonna fucking say it. Like I saw a video today. It was like it was a couple. It was well, it wasn't even a couple. It was like a small family. It was an older white dude, a white woman, and their small child. And she was like maybe the girl was like maybe like 7 years old, man, if that. And this guy was fighting these group of women, bro, fighting these group of women, yo, and an older white dude and the lady, bigger black lady, and she had like a couple other ladies that was there with her, and they're fighting in like a Marshalls or some shit. And the guy is fighting her, bro. They had two separate videos where it's like there was at the door and there was confrontation, and something happened where they started kind of tussling with each other a little bit at the door, but then the ladies start throwing shit at them and stuff like that at the door, and they're cursing each other out. Then they start going after one of them starts fighting the wife, and the wife can't fight. She don't know what she's doing. So then the husband goes and he comes over and tackles everybody. And he's fucking fighting the one lady, throwing her on the floor. Meanwhile, the little girl sitting there fucking screaming her head off because it's her parents, you know what I'm saying? And it must be fucking traumatizing to see your parents getting, attacked by people or attacking people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, either way, right or wrong, like these motherfucking grown ass people are in a store trashing it, destroying it, fighting like fucking wild animals. And and like I said, every time I see something like that, I go to the comments because I'm curious what people are saying about it, just to get a perspective, like, that's different from yours. And the first thing you read, man, is nothing but just like, oh, they're going to let that man beat that woman like that. And, oh, this would never happen if that was me. Oh, that lady. Then you got the people who are laughing. Oh, man, that was so funny how she dragged that lady on her out her hair. And I'm watching this shit and I'm just like, damn, man. Like, like I mean, I get when you watch something to like, I guess like, just find humor or whatever, but it's like I watch shit like that nowadays and it makes me sick, bro. I'm so sick and tired of seeing people fucking act like wild ass animals. Fighting in public and just like destroying like whole fucking areas for what? For what? Not because somebody, murdered your mom or some shit like that or whatever. Not because somebody made you lose your job or stole your husband or some shit. It's usually for the most petty fucking bullshit that literally, like as grown-up adults, we should be able to do so much better. Oh, this person didn't say excuse me, so now I just went and wreaked fucking havoc and traumatized children. And I saw a video not too long ago where a woman was fighting holding a fucking baby in her hand. Like, is this really the context or like how people want to be perceived, man? And I'm telling you right now, I'm not talking about just one group of people either. I'm talking about everybody as a whole, man. People fight and they argue, and yeah, shit happens. People are overly emotional, and sometimes it's justified to a degree. But it's just like, yo, it seems like there's so much chaos, man. And I know that I don't try to like know what everybody's gonna say, but I just try to add it in because I want you to understand like it is part of the concept that I am thinking about. And I'll definitely be honest with you if like, oh, I didn't think of it that way. If you ever bring up a concept that I'm missing, but it's like a lot of times I feel like people overly try to justify it. Like people, well, you got to understand, the internet always pushes blah blah blah. You got to understand that they just want to get the views, so they're gonna put all this stuff in your face, so they want to see this. Some of it's fake, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that shit. But at the same time, there's also a lot of people fucking randomly just fighting in Walmart and McDonald's every day for bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, and then you see all this stuff going on in Los Angeles and ICE, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, this guy's got everybody getting fucking rounded up and shipped off and shit like their packages. But it's like, I get it and I don't get it because it's like, I understand if it's, I remember watching the news and I'm fucking watching like fucking armies of people just fucking crossing the border and all this other shit. And I'm like, damn. Like, is this allowed? Like, why is this even like something that's going on? And with that, definitely there's no doubt about it. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like, this people are too much on a side. That's people's fucking problem, in my opinion. You got motherfucking, people who aren't supposed to be here, who don't come here with very good intentions. And hey, listen, you're fucking running around doing whatever you fucking want. It's definitely something that happens. There's no doubt about it. But then you got other people that are coming in here and they're working hard and they're busting their ass. And yeah, they might have all their paperwork right. Who the fuck do? I don't got my paperwork right. I could be here. I'm definitely a United States citizen, but you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, some shit I don't be doing everything right by the book all the time. I fuck up a lot. But it's like, people are getting pissed off because at the end of the day, the way things are being done, it is inhumane. People like to abuse power. People like to do a lot of shit. And it's sad at the end of the day because, man, people are, even the ones who do have their citizenships and everything that's put together, if they're getting sent off or people make mistakes and send the wrong person off, you coming up rolling up with somebody fucking telling them they won $100,000 and shit like that, and they walk up to the police station with no fucking like intent of what's going on in the world and shit. So then it's like, yo, listen, bro, you didn't really just win, but yeah, you win a trip. Get the fuck up out of here. I mean, it's jacked up, man. And you see the kids that are suffering from it and the families that are getting broken from it. And it just really sucks, man. And it's just one of those things. Like I said, it's division. It's just keeping us so focused on fighting and hating each other, man, that just people ain't really, trying to build up no more. There's no fucking neighborhood, neighborly love. It's just like it's just chaos, man. It's just fucking chaos, yo. And I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying the chaos. I'm also not enjoying people whining and bitching all the time. Um, you know, because like I said before, like people have very, very small arguments, and their arguments are just one-sided because of how they feel emotionally. And if you can't look at both sides of the coin and understand a little bit from each one, even if you don't agree, part of the battle is having some kind of understanding, even for stupidity. I understand the stupid decision that they made. I don't agree with it. I will never agree with it, and I will fight against it. But if you don't understand the logic, how are you going to understand the enemy? How are you going to understand like your problem? So if you just stand strong on your side and that's all you pick and that's all you know, then you're just fighting blind, yo. You're fighting blind. There's no other way. Who the fuck goes into a cage match without knowing, no, my opponent's a fucking wrestler. I get it. I don't wrestle. I hate that shit. But I get he wrestles. So now I'm going to make sure I know that kind of, how to defend from that or how to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know your fucking enemy. Like, for these people that just going, no, this is not right. No, stop it all. Stop it all. You think that's going to fucking help? That's not going to help either. There are people still getting fucking murdered by people who are undocumented and people you don't even know. So it's like you can't just want everything to stop. We have to be realistic. And that's the problem. We don't really got no fucking power anyway. But if we stop fighting each other in fucking Walmart shit all the time, it may be a little bit better, man. And I know like these are like, giant asks, right? Like, who the fuck is gonna do this shit, right? But at the end of the day, you have to think about it, man. If we didn't have all this bullshit. What up, Dev? What's going on, bro? Hopefully you guys can hear me good, man. My equipment's been fucking up on me. I'm over here ranting about it, ranting about everything. It's free talk night, man. I love fucking free talk night. Um, but yeah, it's just like stuff like that, man. I've been watching that, paying attention to that going on. And just other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, just focusing on what I gotta do. I'm really trying to make some changes for me and my family right now. Like, we want to move, we want to do a bunch of new things. Another thing is, getting too stable and just being in one place for too long, unless it's like something that you built and now it's like, you built to be there for as long as you are. But we're still moving, man. We're still growing, we're still advancing. And right now we have a lot going on to where we have a lot of aspirations, and we want to start making them happen, yo. And that's why I said, like I was saying before, I'm making the decision to not take breaks anymore. There's no more breaks, man. Fuck these breaks, bro. Fuck these breaks, man. Stop every 5 minutes. Nah, bro. You take a break, you know what a break is? Okay, maybe won't do a show tonight, but I got 2 more tomorrow. I'm gonna do every single one of them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm gonna go even a little longer. Maybe I'm gonna make 4 TikTok videos today because I didn't do a show. There's no more breaks for me, yo. There's no more. Oh, I'm just not doing anything. You fucking crazy, bro. where you going to get? Where you going to get? You know, the one thing you do see these people who are, you know, making this kind of accomplishment happen, especially when it comes to content creation, is just the one thing they say, bro. If you ain't waking up and dreaming about this shit, if you ain't pissed off, I remember when Kai Cenat said that. He said, if you ain't pissed off that you didn't make a video that day, then you in the wrong industry. You really have to be like that, man. I remember working with people in the music industry, and motherfuckers used to want to make a new song every 5 minutes. I was like, yo, nobody heard this song. Let's push it. Let's market it. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then you're like, nah, man, that's some old shit. And I'm like, that's some old shit, nigga. You ain't that's old to you. Fucking 3 months ago. But now it's like, yo, people ain't heard this shit. We still gotta move this motherfucker. Like, but I still respect it because it's like, yo, you want to consistently get shit out there. You want to keep moving. You want to stay with the times. If you go and put one song out there and push that shit for 3 years, and now that ain't even the noise people making no more. What the fuck is you doing? You sitting back, and then they're like, yo, listen, people ain't really listening to shit like this no more. And you're like, well, that's all I got. I've been working on that for years. Okay, well, you better make something new, motherfucker. So you gotta find balance. You gotta find balance, man. And I'm finding my balance. The Beeline, I said it before, yo. I've been doing this since 2020. And as I was putting the website back together and everything like that, I was like, yo, listen, this is where I'm at. What the fuck am I gonna do? Be a carpenter now? Like, I'm like, nah, bro. I'm not driving no truck. I'm not doing none of that shit. This is what I'm doing. What the fuck else am I gonna try to do? You know what I'm saying? Pushing 40. And I don't even want to do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if this shit don't pay me millions, it don't pay me millions. But the benefit is knowing that I accomplished something. That's the benefit. That's the benefit. I have no idea where this shit is going to take me. I've been saying this shit for 5 years. I have no idea where this shit's going to take me. There's been some really big highs. There's been some really big lows. But at the end of the day, the one thing that I can constantly say within 5 years, I've looked back. Literally, yo, you know what's crazy? I really think we're talking like the anniversary when we first started. I think we first started like 5 years ago exactly today. On one of these Tuesdays, I think it was like the 20th or whatever of June. That's really crazy. This understanding right now. But I started this shit 5 years ago, and you know what I can say? For 5 years, I have built this. I have built this. I've been doing this, and it is unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable to have documentation of progress, of the journey, of like, you know, the future even, because it's like you see where you're heading a little bit. And it's just like it's really crazy to know that this has all came from one stupid idea that I just had one day getting behind a microphone. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna talk. I'm watching Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson and then you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna talk. I had shitty equipment. It's almost like a full circle moment I'm having right now with you guys, man. It's really crazy because I had shitty equipment, bro. I had a speaker in front of a microphone. It wasn't even working. And that's how I was talking, and it was just coming out, man. You can watch it. You can watch everything right on the damn, you know, the website. And you can see the very first episode of the Beeline Web Show. And yo, we came so far, bro. Like, you know, from background to equipment to microphones to everything, bro. We've come so far with this shit. And you know, it feels like I should slow down, but realistically, like I said, it just feels like you should slow down because you're like, oh, okay, it's been a while now. But no, this is where you amp it up. You turn the fire up even hotter and you cook the shit out that food, bro. And that's what we're doing, man. So if you guys haven't, man, please go check out the B-Line Entertainment LLC.com. We are back up and running. If you have anything that you need, if you need a logo for your business, if you need branding for your business, if you need any kind of like introduction or video editing work done, yo, we have plenty of great prices. You can see them all on the website. And we definitely do work with you. So feel free to hit me up, send me a message, send it on Facebook, send it on my email, send it wherever you want, man, because we're really looking for, you know, new customers. If you have something, a business, and you know, if you want us to plug you know, item for you or whatever you're working with, you got some new stuff that you're trying to sell, like, yo, hit us up. We are going to be here for good. We are 5 years going strong. We host 3 shows a week, and we still do TikTok. We still do this. We do branding. We have merchandise. We do a lot of shit here at the Beeline Entertainment LLC, and it's still 5 years later, it's only the beginning. is only the beginning. Fucking 5 years is only the beginning, man. I'm so happy to just to be on this journey with you guys. This is 5 years, like today, that we've been doing this, and it's still here. It's still here, man. I kept my promise, yo, and I'm doing this for as long as I possibly can. I can't wait to see where the next 5 years take us. But guys, I'm gonna go fix my microphone and everything like that. It's gonna be a short show tonight. This is the Beeline Web Show. Of course, tomorrow night we will be back. It's gonna be. We didn't have a straight through the ropes wrestle talk last week, but you damn sure know that we gonna have a straight through the ropes wrestle talk tomorrow night. We're gonna talk the events from Money in the Bank. We're gonna talk about Bill Goldberg coming back. We're gonna talk everything because we got a lot to say. Thank you so much for sharing my TikToks, my good morning videos, man. They're about positivity. They're about just paying attention to the positive that you have going on and stop worrying about the negative. It's going to be there no matter what. But let's focus on the good shit for a change. And yo, Thursday we'll be back. Me and Kyle will be hitting up the Beeline Entertainment Show, man. We got a watch list for you, and of course we got that top 5, baby. I cannot wait, bro. I cannot wait to see you guys there. And listen, please hit us up on YouTube, yo. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, even if you usually watch us on the website. Still subscribe to the channel, and yo, check out the merch, man. We got a lot of stuff. Get you a mug, get you a hat, and just show everybody that, hey, listen, this guy named Beeline, he's over here working his ass off, and he's sharing his journey with us, and it's motivating me, it's inspiring me, you know what I'm saying? And keep growing with us, bro. But until next week, we're gonna tell you to stay true, stay positive, pay attention, baby, and keep riding with the Beeline ENT LLC, bro. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the Beeline Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course the Beeline Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course subscribe with that bell button for the notifications, so you can make sure you're getting all the great content from the Beeline Entertainment LLC.